Bar Central, what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? We finna go ahead and cut that out real quick. We finna go ahead and get it started. Bar Central, what's the deal? For everybody wondering, I know y'all looking like, damn, where True at? True ain't in here today. You know what I'm saying? But show must go on with or without. You feel what I'm saying? So that just is what that is. We're gonna leave that where that is. But shit, you feel me? We finna go ahead and get up into it like we normally would. There's been some crazy shit going on in the motherfucking world, especially in the motherfucking world of entertainment. There's really been some crazy shit going on. I don't even know where the fuck I want to start. I know one of the craziest things that I saw lately. Really, I'm gonna just say this. I'll be so happy when this whole Blueface and Krishan shit like just end, because I really feel like y'all as the people is dragging this shit out further than it needs to be at this point. Like at this point, I feel like they not even trying to be in the limelight no more. Like they not trying to do the headline shit no more. It's y'all. It's y'all that's keeping this whole bullshit that they got going on alive. And I'll be so fucking glad when this shit is over. Like I said, craziest shit that I seen recently was, of course everybody know they just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Even though they got some shit going on, you know, I'm never going to knock that. Like they just had a baby. That's a beautiful thing. Bringing kids into the world, being able to have kids is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we're going to clap it up for them for that. You feel me? We ain't tripping on that. All right. That's enough of all that. Get that shit about it. But, them just having a child, still got some bullshit going on. Seeing Krishan started a fucking Instagram page for her newborn child. Like that shit weird. And I seen Blueface had something to say about it because he was like, she basically had this baby for clout, who has a kid and starts an Instagram page for a 1-day-old baby. And I mean, when you think about it, that does make a lot of sense. He does have a great point. Like you got inquiries and booking info like on your 1-day-old baby. Like you already trying to make money off this kid and the baby was just born 24 hours ago. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm not saying that I agree with everything that he's saying, do, or vice versa. It's just, a fact is a fact. And you got to be logical when you're looking at certain situations. And in this specific situation, that's wrong. That's wrong. Because now, whatever reason she did that, it looks like she did it for the reason that he's saying. You had a baby by him for clout. Whether you dispute that or not, publicly or verbally, you going around making an Instagram page for a 1-day-old baby ain't making the situation no better. Like you really proving that nigga's point. And that's the crazy thing. Like, why do that? What was the purpose? What was the purpose? Krishan? If I could talk to her, if I had the motherfucking number, I would ask her that. What was the purpose? And I don't really think it's an answer in the world that she can give me that would fucking make sense. At all. It's not. And I keep hearing a lot of people talking about, oh, he this, he that, and Blueface this, and he did this to her and that to her. Like, before I say this, I'm going to get this little PSA, right? Like I said earlier, in no way, shape, or form am I defending that man. I don't know that man. I don't know her. None of that. I ain't got no ties to nothing that they got going on. Neither one of those individuals. But I will say, when I look at comments, when I see, different things regarding a situation, because y'all just love to talk about it on y'all timeline. When I see it, it's just funny how all I see is he. Like I said, I'm not defending that man because I don't know that man. It's a lot of stuff that I see that I'd be like, yeah, I don't rock with that. You feel what I'm saying? From both of them. All I'm saying is, at what point do anybody say, where's Krishan's blame? At what point? Now, before y'all get to, oh, well, she didn't do this and she was like this and he ruined her life, shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Because when do you have self-respect for yourself? Mind you, she went on a TV show competing with other bitches for one nigga. Let's just leave that there. I'm gonna let it simmer and marinate a little bit for some of y'all, because I know some of y'all slow and it's okay. But we're gonna let that sit and simmer and marinate for some of y'all. Like, at what point do we say, well, where the fuck was your self-respect? Why would you even put yourself in a predicament to be in a house in a competition for a nigga with however many other bitches is up in there? And then you wanted to prove that you should win so bad, you went and got this ugly, shitty tattoo of this nigga face on your neck. Like, at what point do we say, Krishan, what was you doing? What did you do all that for? Because to me, looking at all the facts, because that's one thing that y'all don't like to do. Y'all don't like to look at all the facts. Y'all like to look at little clips, little scenes, little moments here and there, and then base your perspectives off of that. I like to look at the facts. I'm a nigga that's like, nah, I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna look at everything. And then I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. So looking at all the facts that have been presented to us since the beginning of time of this whole little shit, why ain't nobody call her out for that? Why ain't nobody said, this is your accountability because you should have never put yourself in that predicament? Now, it's different if you was just living your life, he was living his life, y'all met, formed a relationship, just you two, and then all this other crazy shit started spiraling. That's different. That's different. No, you put yourself in a position to go out here and be in competition with some other people for one man on TV. On TV. Like, with that alone, I have to force you to take some accountability of your own. I have to, because you was out here wilding too. You was in this house fighting bitches, starting fights with bitches, trying to jump bitches, getting jumped, beating up bitches, all so you could win a contest to be this nigga's main girl. Or whatever else came with you winning, you know. What is that shit called? Blueface, baddies, blue, some weird shit, whatever the fuck it is. But you put yourself in that position. You was doing good. You was a college athlete, running track. You had some shit going for yourself, and then this is what you decided to go do. So now, after all this other crazy shit done spiraled and it done hit the internet and hit the world, I can't really just be like, oh, he ruined that girl life. No, you ruined your fucking life too. Because why would you go do that? That don't make no fucking sense. And can't nobody sit and tell me that that shit does make sense. But like I said, some of y'all slow. A lot of people really don't think with common sense and logic. So, you know, on that right there, I digress. Like I said, that's some of the weird shit that I done seen recently. And I really want to ask Krishan, like, what made you make an Instagram page for a baby that's 1 day old? And then take it a step further and add, booking information and inquiries with a fucking email account in the bio. Like, you trying to sell the likeness and the rights to your baby already? That's crazy. The baby just got here. Just fucking got here. So, in that, aspect, I have no choice but to agree with Blueface on that specific thing. Like I said, I don't agree with everything that nigga say or everything that nigga do, so I don't want nobody being like, oh, you just shut up. No, I don't. But in that specific aspect, like I said, he said, it looks like you had a baby for clout. And based on what you did, immediately after the birth of that child, it looks like he's right. It looks like he's right. But, that's neither here nor there. Like I said, that's just some of the crazy shit that I've seen recently. Now, some of the other crazy shit I've seen, and I'm not going to clap or cheer for none of this because I really want to pick y'all brains, right? So this is what happened. Recently, there's been a report that Diddy, yes, the infamous Diddy, he came out and he gave all his artists back their publishing, dating back from when he first started Bad Boy in 1993. So Diddy came out and said, yeah, I had all y'all's publishing for all these years. So here, for 30 years, but here I'm gonna give it back. 2023, I'm gonna give it back to y'all. Everybody was praising him. Oh, that's so good. That's so great. That's nice of Diddy. That's some real shit. Wooty whoop 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 whoop. Is it really though? Is it really though? Like, is it really some real shit? Because I know when it comes to this music business, and a lot of y'all don't even know what publishing is. A lot of y'all don't know how publishing works. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna show y'all real quick. We finna look at this. I'm finna show y'all exactly how this shit works. So right here we got the headline. Diddy gives music publishing rights back to Bad Boy Records artists, right? So let's just see. Variety source close to Combs say that the 53-year-old has decided to reassign his Bad Boy publishing rights back to all Bad Boy artists and writers who helped build Bad Boy into the powerhouse it is today. The Notorious B.I.G.'s estate, Mace, Faith Evans, The Lox, and 112 are among the artists expected to regain their publishing rights, as well as more unnamed parties formerly associated with the label. So, now, you know, looking at that, right? Like I said, a lot of y'all gonna read that and say, oh, that's good. He's giving them their publishing back. They finna start making money. No, they're not. So let me tell y'all how this shit really works. Because I know a lot of y'all don't understand this musical shit, the ins and outs on the inside. So let me tell y'all how this shit really works. So, first of all, you gotta think, right? Let's take an artist, let's name a Bad Boy artist. Let's take somebody like who can I take? I don't want to use Biggie because we all know like Biggie's not here no more. Biggie's considered, a legend, a GOAT. So his music will forever be used. But if we use a different artist, let's use somebody like Mace. Let's say Mace had a song that came out in 1997, right? We're just going to say this for example. Let's say Mace had a song that came out in 1997, and it was one of the hottest songs out around that time, right? From 1997 to let's say 1999, 2000, whatever. Let's say that song generated hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Whoopty whoop whoop. Diddy owned all of that because Mace didn't have his publishing. So everything that came in from that went straight to Diddy. Straight to Diddy. And whatever he felt like giving Mace is what he gave Mace. And that's just for that one song. Now, if he owned all his publishing, that means everything that Mace made, Diddy would get the money for that. And this is wherever the song was used. Mind you, there was no streaming back then. So you got to think physical CD sales, radio play, licensing, sync commercials, movies, things of that nature. So everything that those songs made back in, like I said, 1997 and so on, Diddy got paid for. So y'all are thinking, or some people are thinking, oh, well, he gave them their publishing back, so now that money will go to them. Not necessarily. And I'm going to tell you why. Because now, like I said, those songs aren't popping no more. They're not popular. Nobody's using a song from Mace or 112 or Faith Evans from 1997 in a movie, in a commercial, in a video game. Those chances aren't likely. You see what I'm saying? Now, Biggie, yeah, he'll probably still get something in a movie, in a commercial, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Spun on radio, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could probably still get those. It's Biggie. Biggie's a huge legendary artist. But the rest of those people, and even the people that didn't get named, the unknown artists, like niggas forget about niggas like Craig Mack. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people who didn't get to the level of Biggie. No, they're not getting that. Black Rob, like they're not getting that. So you giving people an RIP Craig Mack, Biggie, and Black Rob. You feel what I'm saying? But you giving these niggas they publishing back in 2023, you done already ran the well dry. That's exactly what he did. That's why he's giving them their publishing back. He knows how much that shit is worth now versus how much it was worth back when it was first made and released. There was so much money coming in from these songs, he was taking it all. So now we look up and we like, okay, 30 minutes later, I can give you this shit back because what the fuck am I gonna do with it now? It's not making me nothing. Ain't nobody picking these songs up. Ain't nobody putting these songs in TV shows and commercials and on the radio and Netflix series. And nobody's doing none of that with these songs now. They literally just sitting here collecting dust. You'll probably get $150 every 3 months in streaming off this song. I can't do shit with that. That's not doing nothing for me. I don't need that little chump change. So here, all y'all can have y'all shit back. He's made all the money off of it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people really have to start looking at the details of things before they just start reading headlines and congratulating niggas on shit, because motherfuckers really don't know how shit works. That's some dirty shit that nigga did. Go back or start looking at the artists and how they feel about it. Them niggas ain't clapping. Them niggas ain't saying, oh, thank you, Diddy. They not saying none of that. These niggas have to hustle them old songs like they're brand new. And that's so difficult when you think about the world of music today and how it's received, and, you know what I'm saying, the attention spans of people, how music is fucking made today, like all of these other factors that go into the shit. You have to start thinking about that. Them same fucking instruments and samples and BPMs and tempos and rhyme patterns, them shits ain't popping today. Ain't nobody around here going to the club talking about put that Mace on. Nobody. Nobody's going to the club saying put that Craig Mack on. Nobody. Like, niggas don't want to hear them songs today. It's a whole total different wave of music now. So when you think about that, like, just think, when was the last time you heard one of them records from one of them artists? In a movie, on a TV show, on a commercial, on the radio. When was the last time you played it your damn self? I mean, we in the era of streaming, so we got all the music at our fingertips. We can go play whatever the fuck we want to play at any given time. We're not controlled by radio no more, technically. But just think, when was the last time you went to go play one of them songs? Some of y'all probably don't even know who the fuck them niggas are. You couldn't name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs from them artists. You feel me? So at that point, it's just like, when you think about stuff like that, they can't make no money off these songs no more. They're done. They're not those big time classic songs that you look at from people and it's like, oh yeah, everybody know this. That shit getting bumped from back then to the end of fucking time. When that shit come on, it's still gonna go crazy. They don't have those. So him giving them back they publishing is after he received everything that music can get, everything that it can make, and he kept the money. And now that it can't make nothing or, put no money in my pocket as Diddy, I'm gonna give it back to y'all. And the world is praising this nigga for it. But niggas don't know the ins and outs of the business. And that shit is crazy. That shit is fucking ridiculous to me. Like, this is why, as a independent artist, I've always vowed I'm not signing to no major. And if I do, I'm never signing as an artist. It would always be on some partnership shit. You know what I'm saying? That's strictly it. We're a partner. But I'm not signing nothing over to you because your objective as the label is to give me the short end of the stick. Pause. That's your objective as the fucking label. To fuck me over, and then you keep all my proceeds. And then you give me the crumbs of the art that I created. No. And especially if you're an artist like myself. If you're an artist like myself and you do everything, when I say everything, I literally mean everything. I write all my own lyrics, and ain't no nigga walking the face of this earth, past, present, or future, that can ever say he done wrote a line for me, wrote a word for me. Never. Any words you've ever heard me say on any song came from me. Me. I make my own beats. I engineer, I mix and I master my own music. I make my own cover arts. I shoot my own videos. I edit my own videos. I publish my own music. I got my own label. Like, I do everything myself. Everything. I promote all my own shit. I market all my own shit. I do everything myself. I got my own merch. I designed all that. I launched it. I did everything. Everything. So there's no nigga, there makes no sense for me to be like, oh yeah, I'm doing all this work and I receive 100% of everything that comes back. I receive all the fruits to my labor, but I'm assigned to you, keep doing this work, and then you're going to give me 20, 30, 40%. That's what you niggas be doing. That's exactly what you niggas be doing. And this is why I hate the conversation that people have when they be like, oh, the labels are dying soon and it's so easy for everybody to do. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you why labels will never die. And this is the realest shit that other motherfuckers ain't going to tell you. The reason why labels and major labels like Interscope, Atlantic, Warner, Def Jam, you know what I'm saying, RCA, shit like that, the reason why these big labels will never die is simply because labels have what independent artists don't have, and that's upfront money. That's exactly what they have, upfront money. A nigga with no morals, I'm gonna say this, a nigga with no morals, no integrity, and no grind to himself, no hard work, and with no mind, a nigga would rather say, okay, I can keep doing everything myself and make 100% of everything when the money come in, because it may not come in for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. That's the struggle of being an independent artist. You're going to do a lot of shit out here and not see no return, or not nearly what you feel you should get on a return financially. You might get pennies for the art that you create, and that's worth millions. But it takes time to get all that built up, especially if you're on the independent scale. But with major labels, they got checks ready for broke niggas. So you got to think, most of these rappers is niggas that's coming from the hood that ain't never had nothing. I can understand. Yeah, these niggas told you they want you and they willing to give you $2 million up front. You looking at your pockets, you looking at your account, you looking at everybody around you, you looking at your living conditions, and you like, shit, that's $2 million. I'm signing. But when niggas start signing, the one thing they forget to do before they sign is read. They don't care. They don't care. All they know is you finna give me $2 million if I put my name on this paper. Give it to me. That's all they know. And it makes no fucking sense, because then niggas start, oh, well, I had a bad deal and my label really fucked me over. No, they really didn't fuck you over. You just didn't read. You fucked yourself over. That's really what happened. You fucked yourself over because you didn't read. That's all you had to do. They told us since we was kids, reading is fundamental. And these niggas just forgot that. They didn't read. All niggas heard was 2 million. We finna give it to you. 1.5. 800,000. We finna give it to you. Like, I'm really finna give y'all insight on why a lot of these rappers that y'all hear in the beginning don't really amount to shit later on. Already there's a lack of talent. So just keep that in the back of your mind. There's a lack of talent with these artists. So hold on to that. But outside of that, these niggas don't know how to do good business. That's really the biggest thing. These niggas don't know how to do good business. A lot of niggas think that when you get this money, it's yours, and it's not. Labels ain't giving you $2 million for you to go buy chains and cars and houses, throw in a strip club. Nigga, you just got signed. You don't make it when you just get signed. That's when your hard work just begins. Everything you think you did to get here don't mean shit no more. It don't mean shit no more. Now, it's time for your ass to really work. So I'm gonna sign the artist and give him 2 million. This nigga finna go buy 4 chains, a bust down, a paddock. He finna go get him some cars. Then gonna blow it, throwing money in the air in a strip club, taking his homies here and there, just doing dumb shit. Dumb shit with his money. But see, what they forget is you still gotta do this album. Because that's really what labels give you the money for. I'm giving you an upfront budget to get an album done to turn it in. And we're going to give you enough, or what we feel would be enough for you, or whatever they negotiate, for you to take this money, invest it in your album, and then turn us in a good project. So that way we can recuperate our money that we gave you up front. And then everything else, after it gets allocated to who it needs to go to, is yours. Because as the artist, you always get paid last if you're not independent. If you independent, you get paid first. That's why I swear I love being independent, because I get paid first and it's all mine, right? But at the same time, if you sign to a label, you don't get paid first. Them shits ain't hitting your account and then you divvying out money. No, they divvy out to you. They gonna tell you, yeah, remember that $500,000 studio session you had? Yeah, this is us. We taking this back. Let's say your album only made $1 million and they gave you, let's say they gave you, how can we do this? Let's say they gave you $1 million and your album only made 500,000, right? So boom, you went and got 2 features, 100,000 and 100,000. Well, that's already 200,000 right there. Your album only made 5. You feel what I'm saying? Your album only made 5, and you done spent 200,000 on 2 features. Then you still got shit like studio time, travel. You know what I'm saying? You probably living off some of that money because you didn't have none. Like you start racking up so many expenses, then you got to start paying for producers, engineers, videographers, all type of shit. The motherfuckers that's designing your merch, the motherfuckers that's designing, you know what I'm saying, your album covers and your artwork. You feel me? Like you got dancers in your music videos, you got to pay them. You trying to order props for shit. You got to go to certain locations and rent them out. It's so much money you have to pay to get your shit done. And this is what they give artists upfront money for. But niggas just would rather spend it on dumb shit, trying to look fly and be getting robbed. That's the funniest part about it. Like you niggas really be out here buying chains and then be going to the wrong spot and be letting a nigga take your chain off your neck. And then you pay to get it back. That's what's really funny about you niggas. But that's a different conversation for a different day. But my point of the matter is, or the fact of the matter is, these niggas are dumb. They're dumb. Simple and plain. They're dumb. And this goes back to the Diddy conversation that we brought up initially. Like, these niggas probably didn't do well with their money. Also, at the same time, they was getting robbed by this nigga. Probably because a lot of niggas didn't read. Niggas was getting upfront checks, not caring about the fine print in the contracts and just saying, yeah, come on. Give me the million. Give me the 2 million. Give me the 5, 800, 900,000. And then not investing that money into their album to make sure I'm going to put out a body of work that I already know is going to give me a great return on my investment. That's why you see so many niggas that live on tour. Y'all know them artists that just every time you see them, they performing somewhere. They not doing that because they want to. They have to. They have to do that. First of all, you're getting robbed from streaming services, whether you an independent artist or a famous artist. I hope y'all are really not out here thinking when Drake upload a song, he's getting $10 million off one song, because that's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. It's a lie. If he get 20 million streams, they're going to send that nigga 4,000. Like, it's a fucking lie. So I hope y'all not thinking that. That's why these niggas have to go out and tour, because they have to find another way to make money. These niggas really be broke in real life. Y'all be letting the little social media shit fool y'all. These niggas is really broke in real life. But speaking of Drake, crazy thing is, another thing I seen. So Drake and The Weeknd have a song together, but it's not an original real composition. It's an AI generated song. And recently, the founder or the CEO, whatever, of the Grammys, he came out and said that song is not eligible to win a Grammy. Drake and The Weeknd AI song not eligible for Grammy, says Recording Academy CEO. Now, let's talk about it. I actually like that. Because I feel like if there's an AI song and it might be popping, it might be doing some numbers, people might love it, it should not be eligible to win any type of award, because those two artists were not a part of that. They weren't. You shouldn't be eligible to win a Grammy, a BET award, a fucking VMA award. I don't even know if they still fucking do those. You shouldn't be eligible to win none of those type of awards if you really did not make this song. Drake didn't have nothing to do with that. He didn't record it. He didn't say nothing. He didn't write nothing. And nigga don't be writing as it is. He got ghostwriters. But that's another conversation. The Weeknd ain't have nothing to do with none of that. Like, why should these niggas be able to? Like this AI shit is really getting out of hand because it's a lot of shit that's been going on with this AI shit, and it's really just sickening. I'm really getting sick of this shit. I wish they never designed this shit because it's really trash, especially as an artist when you gotta like start hearing and finding certain shit. I seen online, it's a nigga that got a whole Tupac album that he just released under Tupac's actual artist pages on every DSP. Everyone. I'm talking about Spotify sent me a motherfucking notification talking about check out this new album from Tupac Shakur. What? Nigga, what? A new album from Tupac Shakur? This is fucking crazy. And it's awesome AI shit that a nigga did. It's awesome AI shit that a nigga did. I remember when Timbaland came out like a month or two ago talking about he never got a chance to work with Biggie, so he's gonna make an AI song with Biggie's voice. No, leave that man's music alone. Granted, okay, I get it. You love them. Everybody loves a lot of these different artists who aren't here no more. We would love to hear new music or unreleased music, but let it be real. Let it be something that they actually wrote. They're actually proud of. They actually took the time to create and record. Let it be that. I don't want you to make no AI song for some Biggie shit for you to say some shit that he never said. Because who's to say that he would approve of that? Who's to say that Biggie would be like, yeah, I fuck with that. I like that. Let it fly. Release it. No, we don't know. The man's dead. That man is dead. Leave his music alone. Biggie was able to release 2 albums within his lifetime. Let it go. Remember him by those 2 albums. Pac released 7. Let it go. Remember Pac by those 7 albums. Like, why do you niggas feel the need to just do some shit that a motherfucker ain't even here to approve? That's corny. That's weak. That's whack. That's whack. That is crazy. I would pray if I was on that type of a level as an artist by the time that I pass, that no motherfucker would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make an AI song with Marcus J's voice and I'm gonna put this beat to it that I like, and then I'm gonna put it out and then think you gonna make money off my deceased voice? Like, come on, my nigga. That's just disrespectful. It's distasteful. And anything else, like that shit is fucking trash. That shit is trash. And I really hope you niggas stop that. I hope they find a way to fucking be able to make fucking some type of technology to be able to identify when it is and when it's not AI. You know, I hope they form some type of a law to where you have to identify, you know, if this is AI or not. Like, I hope they do something because y'all just out here making shit with people's voices and people's likeness and then releasing it. And that shit is corny as fuck, especially when it involves the deceased. Like, my nigga, let them rest. Let them fucking rest. And speaking of AI, one more thing before we get up out of here. Man, so this has been the real rumble, and that's why I had to say this one for last. I don't know if this is AI or not, but recently it just came out that Kendrick went on a dissing spree, you know, maybe a couple years ago, where he was dissing who was it? French Montana, Jay Electronica, Big Sean, Drake, and Meek Mill all in one song. They got it called as the Element OG version that never came out. But the crazy thing is the beat ain't even Element. That's Paramedic, but that's neither here nor there. But a lot of people been talking about this. A lot of motherfuckers think it's real. I'm kind of on the fence. I know that he had issues with all those artists. The French Montana one was new to me, but everybody else, you know, from his actual real music that I can identify, I know he's, you know, taking jabs at Big Sean. I know he's taking jabs at Jay Electron, Meek Mill, and Drake, of course. But the French Montana one is new to me, probably because who the fuck is checking for French Montana? But that's neither here nor there. But, you know, I'm a fucking pull this shit up. We gonna listen to it. And then I want y'all to tell me what y'all hear. I want y'all to tell me if y'all think that this shit is AI or not. Ah, man. I love hearing Kendrick in this Element. I really do, because Can't nobody fuck with that nigga. Ain't nobody fuck with that nigga. Nobody on that list. And for all you diehard Drake fans, y'all niggas knock it off because y'all know this is why y'all have to be able to separate popularity and artistry from the ability to rap. When it comes to the ability to flat out rap, the closest person on this list would be Jay Electronica. He raps. Listen to what I'm saying. He raps better than everybody else on that list except for Kendrick. Now, he's not popular by any means. He ain't got no hit records. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers ain't even gonna know how bro get down. He's a real life lyricist. So as a lyricist and as a rapper, I respect him. But am I ever gonna be like, oh, he's better than Kendrick? Fuck no, he not better than Kendrick. And that's not even on no bias shit. That's just straight fact of the matter. He's not better than that man. He's not. He's not better than that man. Motherfucking French Montana is probably dead last on the list. If I had to do it, let me see. Let's put them in order from worst to best. I'm gonna go French Montana, Drake, Meek Mill, Big Sean, Jay Electronica, and Kendrick is better than them all. But from worst to best, that's how that list goes. And if French wasn't on it, Drake would be dead last at the worst. And that's just flat out rapping. That's not, oh, who got the biggest hit records or who can make a song for the clubs or that's none of that. That's just them as straight rappers. If you gave them a pen and a pad and said, write the illest 16 I've ever heard in my life, that's the order it will go. And real hip hop heads, 9 times out of 10 would agree. And anybody that really don't, it's not that I'm mad at you for disagreeing or nothing like that. It's just 9 times out of 10, you probably don't know music like I do. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their thing. Everybody has their niche. Music is mine. But it's not that, I'm not just one of those people that just listen for what sound good. I listen to everything. I break down all the elements and the components of music. All of them. So I'm able to give you a full analysis on why something is good, bad, or mediocre. And a lot of people can't. A lot of people can't. Which is crazy because that brings back the thought. I was thinking about this like a week ago. Y'all remember when Kendrick dropped the Control verse? Which is funny because Big Sean and Jay Electronica are both on that song. It's Big Sean's song. But y'all remember when Kendrick dropped the Control verse? The funny thing about it is, and this proves my point, right? So just follow me. The funny thing about it is everybody was like, oh, Kendrick had the best verse. Kendrick had the best verse. But can't tell you why. Nobody can tell you why he had the best verse. But you know the only thing that they can tell you? Oh, well, he said Drake and J. Cole and Big Sean and Mac Miller, and that's why he had the best verse, because he said some other niggas' names. No, that's just all you were able to catch. But you can't tell me why he had the best verse. Because see, if I told you why he had the best verse, you would look at me like I was a motherfucking rocket scientist. If I told you why he had the best verse. Or if I told you why anybody on that song had the best verse, you would look at me like I was a rocket scientist. Because I'm not going to tell you some corny shit like, oh, because he said 12 rappers' names. I could give a fuck less about him saying 12 rappers' names. I'm going to tell you, did you hear the rhyme pattern? Did you hear the alliteration he did for 4 bars? Did you see how he switched his flow and got into this pocket and bent back and came back? Did you hear that? No, you didn't hear that. Did you hear the triple entendre that he just said? Did you hear the reference that he put in to the last 4 bars? Nah, you didn't hear that. You niggas ain't gonna understand what I'm talking about. You're not. But that's another conversation for another day. Fact of the matter is, I like hearing him in his element. I love when he dissing niggas because it's really it's like having a boxing match against a nigga with no arms. It's nothing you can fucking do. It's nothing that none of these niggas on that list combined. I would take Kendrick in a battle over all them niggas combined. combined, I'm still picking Kendrick because it's that fucking far off. None of them niggas are even close. Jay Electron, like I said, as far as just being a rapper and having the ability to rap, Jay Electronica is the closest, and he's far the fuck off. Far the fuck off. None of them niggas is close. None of them. And like I said, a lot of people, oh, but Drake, shut the fuck up. That nigga cannot rap. He's not a good rapper. He makes cute little jingles, and you bitches be loving him, and you soft niggas be liking him too. Okay, that's cute. It was on the radio. They had a little dance. That's cute. But when we talking about just flat out rapping, he not murdering nobody with his pen. I don't think it's a rapper in this world that fears Drake's pen. If any nigga, if Drake wanted to diss somebody and somebody turned it down, if Drake wanted a lyrical fade when any rapper and a rapper turned it down, I think the only reason a rapper would turn it down would be because of the popularity and power. That's literally it. I feel like Meek Mill could have won they beef if he chose better beats. You don't diss nobody and sample The Undertaker's entrance music. Nigga, that was just Poochie's terrible. That was stupid. What made you think that was going to go over well? If he would have had better beats, I feel like he definitely could have won. Pusha T showed you niggas how to get it done. Pusha T showed you niggas how to get it done. He's clearly scared of Kendrick because he won't poke the bear. These niggas won't say Candyman. And he told y'all. And they still won't fucking say it. It's really crazy. But if this is real, because nobody's been able to confirm, and Kendrick's the type of nigga we all know by now, he's not going to come out and say whether this was real or not. He's not going to do none of that. So it's just going to be some shit that niggas just forever leave floating in the air and wondering. But at the end of the day, if this is real, hey, I want to see what nigga laces gloves up with Kendrick and get defeated. Get demolished, because it's not even going to be close. It's really not. It's not even going to be close. Niggas just need to leave him alone, man. There's certain niggas in the game, niggas like J. Cole, niggas like Kendrick, niggas like Eminem. I don't know why certain rappers like poking the bear with these niggas, like they not them niggas. Y'all just need to leave them alone, bro. Leave them alone. Pick on niggas that you can actually like beat. Pick on niggas where you can actually give them a run for your money. None of you niggas can give them a run for their money. It's not even close. It's not close. Let it go. Let it the fuck go. But yeah, man, it's been an interesting one. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little interesting one. But hey, we back up in this bitch, man. I just had to come kick it and parlay with y'all for a little bit. Like I said, True ain't in today. So I still got to come hold down the fort for y'all because I don't want y'all waiting on the pod. I know y'all be looking for this shit. Y'all be sending us the messages in the DMs like, hey, where the pod, where the pod, where the pod. So, you know, if you don't get both of us, you're going to at least get one of us. I'm going to still try to hold this shit down for y'all. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Everybody that's in here right now, everybody that's going to get a chance to catch this shit later. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Bar Central shit. We love y'all. We thank y'all for all the support, all the shit that y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't have to do this shit. It's a million podcasts in the world. Y'all ain't got to fuck with us, but you feel me? Y'all do. And we appreciate that shit, real talk. So until next time, we're going to see y'all niggas next week. Man, Bar Central fans, we up out of here.